Hey everybody, it's Dr. Heather here on Ask Dr. Heather, and today our This for That I'm just going to review with you. So the reason we do a This for That, because oftentimes we say just a 2 to 3 degree shift can make an amazing difference in your lifestyle, in your body, in your health goals. So today's This for That's pretty simple. Instead of this, is this your normal size dinner plate? Yeah, it looks really big there, but this is a normal size dinner plate. You're going to use this. So this for that, normal size dinner plate, salad plate. Can you get all of your meal that you need on this small plate? The answer is yes, and I'm gonna show you right now. So I'm gonna try to tilt this down. You know, I'm still working on this screen stuff. So when we talk about how much protein you need, we often say it's the size of a deck of cards. So I found a deck of cards, or the palm of your hand. So there's a deck of cards, or I could do 4 ounces of sardines, right? Or I could do 3 ounces of tuna, so I'm still getting my meat on there. That would be 7 ounces of meat if I wanted to do it that way, but I'm gonna use a deck of cards. Then we also talk about a cup of veggies or 2. So I could definitely get 2 cups of veggies on there. This is a ½ cup measurement, so I was gonna do ½ cup protein. Then we talk about a tablespoon of fat. So when you look at butter, you're gonna see a tablespoon is a serving. You guys can all see that, right? Or 3 olives. There's 3 olives in here as a serving. That would definitely fit in here. Or salad dressing on my veggies, right? So we talk about that. That's a whole plate. So this is about 3.5 to 4 ounces of protein. This is our 1.5 cup of veggies. And then our 1 to 2 tablespoons of fat. Really, really easily done on a small plate. Oftentimes we start with this, and because it takes 20 minutes for our brain to tell the rest of our body that we are full, then we end up overeating because we think we have to clean our plate. And some of us were ingrained that back in the 70s. Hey, Mike and Cindy, thanks for joining me back. So try doing that this week. Just hide the big plates. I also wanted to show you, somebody said, well, I don't eat carbs. Yes, you do. If you're having nuts and seeds, you're having carbs. If you're eating protein, you're getting some carbs. So just knowing that I recommend 6 to 10 carbs. And people say, well, how can you do that and stay keto? How do you do 6 to 10 carbs and actually keep under 25 grams of total carbohydrates? 1 head of cabbage, if I were to shred this, would make probably 7 or 8 cups. I measured this bowl out. This is 12 cups. So if I were to shred that head of cabbage, I've already taken several leaves off, I'm probably right at 10 cups of veggies, and this is 9 carbohydrates total without doing the fiber math. You could definitely do that. You could definitely make, again, when you talk about the size of a dinner plate, I could definitely fill this with 6 cups of veggies. I could put some fat on there, or in the form of this, so 1 fat, and then there's olive fats, and then I could just put my 3 to 4 ounces of protein on there, and I have my whole meal. So my This for That is simply changing out your big plates, your normal size dinner plates, for your small dinner plates. I don't have any round ones. So I also want to give just a couple other tips, because people say, well, how do you measure that out? Oftentimes when you're out to eat, it's hard, but also we talk about fat. These little cups are great, or think of a tablespoon. I also say the size of your thumb. So I have a regular size hand, I think, but when you're talking about like a piece of cheese, size of a domino works, but here is my 1, if you guys can see that, 1 tablespoon goes to a ½ a tablespoon. That is the size of my thumb. So that's all. That's how easy it is to make your keto plate. Simply think of a deck of cards, which is again about 3.5 ounces. I have a deck of cards. This is probably about 4 ounces. Or think of tuna. So if you had a big pile of ground beef or a hamburger, this is 3. This is exactly, actually this is, sorry guys for looking. This is 5 ounces or 4 ounces drained, so that's perfect. Or we look at a can of sardines, which is 3.74 grams of total protein. So again, fits on any plate. What happens when we do this plate is we start adding our protein, then we add some more protein, then we add some more veggies, then we add the whole stick of butter. So that's definitely something we don't want to do. So hopefully today's lesson on This for That, and this challenge this week, This for That, is that you're going to use smaller plates. We talk about 3 eggs is 21 grams of protein. So if you're going to scramble 3 eggs, I'm going to put it on my small plate here again because I want to get you an idea of 3 eggs. I'm going to have 1 serving of fat. I'm going to have 3 more olives, another serving of fat, and then I could have all my veggies, all my lettuce, and I would still be right there at my happy keto plate or low carb plate, whatever it is you're going for. So I hope that helps bring some questions. And then, Anne, I actually will be happy to answer that question for you. If you just want to type it down here below, I'll answer you back. But that is my challenge this week. I would love for you guys to post your plate down below, or maybe you're just using a nice big soup bowl. Post your this for that and let me know if you have other ideas this for that. So I think we've get about 6 or 7 of these this for that, but I can tell you honestly, just substituting, I talk about this all the time because I love cabbage and cabbage rolls. Simply just using a cabbage leaf or cabbage roll instead of a tortilla, instead of a piece of bread. Huge, huge difference. Smaller plate, you're visually gonna think, oh my gosh, I'm full, I'm satisfied, because if you put the same plate on a smaller plate, then it's gonna go, I don't look like I'm getting very much. Am I getting punished? Am I getting leftovers? And you take your brain back to the smaller plate that's very, very abundant. And when you shred cabbage or lettuce or romaine or collard greens or whatever it is, you're gonna find you're getting about 6 cups of veggies and you're absolutely able to stay under those total carbs. If you go to vegetables like red bell peppers and beets and carrots, you're gonna find yourself in more trouble. But again, keep it super simple. The nice green leafy greens, generally don't have to count those with celery and carrots, not celery, celery and cucumbers I started to say, but know that the red peppers and stuff can get you in a little bit of trouble. Do want to make a big announcement. We are having a Keto 101 workshop at our office in Paola. Dr. Jamie's having a Keto 101 in Paola, Kansas. So we are trying to cover all bases. So Sarah, I'm with you. I do miss my beets, but if I'm going to have a cheat, I just take, not even cheating, Sarah, I'll actually take my beet and I'll just take a cheese shredder and I'll just shred a little bit of beets on top. And it's not very much of a beet, but it's still enough to give it amazing decadent flavor. So yes, good morning to you, Tracy across the pond. You guys have an amazing day, and please share your this for that. I love having other people's ideas. So again, I want to see your plate. Show me a picture of your smaller plate that you're going to use, or just say, yep, I'm in. I'm going to go with the small plate. And I would love some new ideas for this for that. So you guys have an amazing day, and you'll be hearing from me soon.